What a beautiful pullback today. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky here with TechBot Solutions. I am testing out a new microphone, so let me know down in the comments section if you can hear me a little bit more clearly. Let me go ahead and start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. This is the NASDAQ market. We talked about this yesterday, testing our resistance range right around 385. I talked about shorting the market by going into SQQQ, which goes up when the NASDAQ market goes down. And guess what? When the NASDAQ market gapped down, we went into SQQQ, added more to it, and like I talked about in today's earlier video, walked away with $22,685 in the green, and that was by me selling early. The thing that I'm very proud of today, it wasn't perfect, and trust me, technically, I could have made more money based off of how the market actually panned out, right? But being realistic, no one can ever predict the future. So when I locked in profits and I sold my position on SQQQ, if we look at the 5-minute time frame, I sold most of my position right around $18, $18.10 was the last exit that I had. It hit highs at one point of $18.37, but other than that, it really lacked progress. And the thing that I'm very grateful for is because it lacked progress, and what I mean by that, it wasn't showing signs of continuous higher highs and higher lows. How many times have you kept an open position and because you think it's going to continue to rally or indicate signs of an uptrend, and all it does is either trade sideways and it wastes your time, you waste the entire day, right? And nothing new happened, or even worse, it consolidates and then it actually begins to sell off. And because your inability to lock in profits or to accept that there's no signs of progress in closing that position, you end up going from a green trade to a red trade. So the reason I'm so proud today was not because I bought at the lowest price point and sold at the highest price point. It was because when I saw that there was no clear indication of continuous progress, any open position is a position that's open to risk. I closed my position. There was no continuous progress, and I still kept myself. I was just very efficient with how I traded today, and I stayed in the green. Yes, I could have technically made a little bit more money, but again, it's never about being perfect. It's just about seeing what you've done in the past before and how you can simply implement a little bit of progress. And I think the time that I spent in the market was very efficient today. Now, where does this put us with the rest of the market? When looking at this on the 30-minute time frame, obviously, it's very easy to see that we've gapped down. We are testing our previous support range that we've had here for QQQ. If we look a little bit further on the 1-hour time frame, we can kind of get the bigger picture, right? We are now trading below the moving average, which is something we haven't done and actually showing signs of lower lows, lower highs. So we'll see if this sell-off continues until tomorrow, right? We have Apple and Amazon reporting earnings after the market closes tomorrow, which I will be live streaming for free on this YouTube channel. So just another reason to subscribe. But if you look at this on the 4-hour time frame, we're still above the moving average, and we haven't really traded below the moving average in a really long time, and overall market's been very, very bullish. So I'm excited to see. I think that Apple and Amazon reporting earnings tomorrow will either be the start of something new, as in that the market is selling off and maybe breaking below the moving average on the 4-hour time frame, or again, just an amazing time for there to be a bounce at previous support levels and then recover back to previous highs. Remember, I don't care which way the market ends up going. The only people that get upset either when the market goes up or when the market goes down are those that are super opinionated and we're hoping for something to happen. I'm cash right now, which means that I'm waiting for direction to be more clear. I'm waiting to see if the market does continue to sell off, because at that point, then I'll begin to short the market. Or if the market begins to recover, then I'll go long with the market and go into TQQQ. I want to be as unbiased as possible. I just want to focus on one thing, and that is price action and, of course, direction, making sure that it's favorable. I just wanted to share my idea with you on where I see the market right now. I do agree that it's oversold, but now we're testing a level that we haven't tested in some time, and I think Apple and Amazon earnings tomorrow can really give us a better sense of direction if we're going to begin to sell off or actually just continue to rally and retest previous highs. So again, Apple and Amazon reporting earnings tomorrow after the market closes. I will be live streaming that for free on the YouTube channel. Why did the market sell off today? For those that didn't catch today's earlier video, is that again, the U.S. credit rating got downgraded by Fitch Ratings, and this is the second time in history. The other time was back in 2011. It got downgraded from the highest of a AAA rating down to a AA+. But again, if you really begin to ask yourself the question of how the U.S. even had a AAA rating credit rating, right? That just doesn't make sense to me. The amount of money that the U.S. is in debt for, the way that they've handled that U.S. debt ceiling, it's just, I mean, at least for me, and I made this joke on Instagram, it reminds me of that friend we all have with a super low credit score and that always asks to borrow money but never pays any of it back. This person would have a 300 score for its credit score, right? Yet we had a AAA rating for the United States. It's just pretty insane. So tomorrow, when it comes down to economic reports that are going to be released, these are all pre-market hours. So this is productivity, pre-all. We got unit labor cost. We got initial claims, continuing claims. Those are all before the market opens. And then during normal trading hours, which is when we're going to be live with the LPP team. So this is 15 minutes after the market opens. This is the S&P Global U.S. Services PMI final. And then we have factory orders and ISM non-manufacturing index all being released during our live trading session tomorrow. I do want to remind you, if you've never gotten a taste of what it's like to watch me trade live, I would love for you to see it tomorrow. I mean, it's going to be quite interesting, not only during, Apple and Amazon earnings if I take a trade, but it's really cool to see kind of everything being put together. You get to see my entries, you get to see my exits, but most importantly, you get to hear my thought process behind each trade. And those are both green trades and red trades. You get to see both sides of everything. And I think that's the great thing about it, especially if you're just getting into this. But I just wanted to recap the overall day. Again, 22K on the day. Very grateful for how today played out. And I'm going to try to make the most out of tomorrow. So I appreciate your time. I hope that earned a thumbs up. Again, if you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, second link in the description down below. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access, and you can get to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow. If you have any questions before signing up, shoot me a direct message via Discord or via Instagram, and that's the first or third link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.